you're 25, what age range should you recommend dating? Girl, I would say at least 50 because they're ready to spend. And what 50-year-old man don't want to say he got a 25-year-old girlfriend? And ain't and it's gonna look stupid if you ask him for something and he say no. So he gotta say yes. I'm trying to tell y'all the age range makes them say yes. You 25, he 50. He has to spend. It's the law. It's the law. So you want bills paid, date 50 and up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why in some cultures and in the old days, they didn't want to be around women at that time of the month because we were able to command, manifest, and do whatever we wanted to on a larger scale. And the reason why in some of the holy books it says if a woman if a woman's blood, or if a woman touches something, it is unclean for 7 days, and da 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 da, because it has power. It ain't unclean. It got power, literally. So that's why they kind of shunned it and not really talked about it a lot, because they don't want you to know that's where your power is. And a lot of men, especially male magicians, they know this. And so they try to use your blood and your power to increase their aura and attract spirits to them so that they can work with them as well. This is why a lot of men will ask you, especially the ones that partake in this type of stuff, will ask you, for some of your blood. Advice for a single 29-year-old. Only date for money. Don't date for any other reason. You're not dating for money, wasting time. You're not dating men that make way more than you and want to provide, wasting time. If you're trying to meet them, go to the rich side of town during the daytime. Go do some rich activities. That's it. Have a roster. Go for men that are older than you that actually have the money to provide for you. Find a man that makes your life much easier. Stop trying to find a man as a project. Stop trying to find a man that's Prince Charming. Stop trying to find a man that looks good in a picture. Find a man that looks good on financial papers and documents. The prettier you are, the less attractive the person you deal with, they will give you more. In order to be in your presence, they will do anything to stay in your presence. If y'all are going to go out there and date guys that you look way better than, and you'll be getting everything. Okay? They'll treat you like a princess. They'll treat you like a queen. They'll give you whatever you want because of pretty privilege. And they know already, if they don't do it, somebody else will, because you're pretty. Okay? Yeah, so can y'all remember what I'm telling y'all? I don't give relationship advice. I give getting this money advice. That means they got to look like the Crypt Keeper or Shrek. If you are fortunate enough for them to look, a little bit better, wonderful. But the advice that I give, I don't give it relationship advice. Y'all know that. I don't give touchy-feely emotional advice. I give advice on how to get this money. I don't care about any of that other stuff. Y'all know this.
Hey y'all, so I had to come outside because it's a pretty day, but I wanted to talk about this woman. This lady is very wicked. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't want to come on here and create a platform of just talking about people, but I feel like the information that she has been spewing and that's been circulating with her is very toxic. It is very wicked. It's very evil. Trying to teach women how to get money from men is very dangerous, because my thing is that, some of these women have already come and had encounters using her advice and have put themselves in dangerous situations. There's this girl that went viral. She ended up with a man. And he ended up molesting or, taking advantage of one of her children. And she talked about how she followed this woman, took this woman's advice. And so I'm just like, look, I understand that, when we on these platforms, like, we're not like, people should take it with a grain of salt. Like, you shouldn't necessarily take everything that someone says to heart and do everything that they say you should do. But like, overall, her messages are very toxic and harmful, teaching women how to get money and what they could do to manipulate these men into giving them money. And I don't like it. It's very wicked, like I said, very evil. And a lot of women are listening to her and they actually take her advice. They think that what she says is true. And like I said, it doesn't make sense because, you know, she doesn't even explain the dangerous side of, you know, wanting a man for money. Like, she doesn't talk about all the stuff that goes on behind closed doors. You know, some of these men are abusive. Some of these men, you know, even a pimp, like, you going you have the mindset that you're going to get money from a man, and you may get introduced to a pimp. So like I was saying, you know, somebody might come across a pimp because all you worried about is money. And meanwhile, okay, you entertaining a pimp now. Now he got you entangled in his web of lies because all you concerned about is money, and now he done put you on his crew. You part of the team now because all you concerned about is money. And you didn't even realize it, how, you know, how you so focused on money, but the whole time he playing you too, because, you know, he see how naive you are, how easy you are to manipulate, because you only focus on how to get some money. So he gonna show you how to get some money, and he gonna exploit you, and he gonna use that to his advantage. And a lot of women don't even think about that. Like, just because a man has money does not mean that that man is somebody that you need to be entertaining. Does not mean that that's somebody that you should be with. Like, think about how dangerous it is to just, you willing to do anything for some money. As a woman, you don't know what kind of situation you putting yourself in, because all somebody got to do is throw a few dollars at you, and you willing to buck dance, you willing to do anything, you ready to be a monkey in the clown show. Like, you, it doesn't matter. And that's what she's teaching these women, is do anything and everything to get some money, because that's what it's all about. And it's very toxic, it's very dangerous, it's evil and wicked. The root of all evil is money. The love of money. When you love money, you'll do anything for it. People out here selling their soul for money. And to me, it's not worth it. So, you know, I don't know. Y'all beware of this woman. She's very old, very bitter, and she's spewing toxic messages to these young women, and finna get these women knocked off, because, you know, it's a lot of men out here who don't care about spending no money, but at the same time, you gonna do what they want you to do.